and our parents. But one of those people that I frequently called was you, Ian. And there was a lot of reasons that I did that. And the biggest of which was when what I found is that when you're away from home in times of hardship, you try to cling on to the things that are most valuable and define what life means to you. And for me, it was the love of my family and my friends. And therein lies those many calls to you, and you wouldn't have known it, but oftentimes I'd just gotten blown up or shot at and came back to the forward operating base or the outpost and said, well, let me give Ian a call. That'll be a little bit of a pick-me-up. And you'd be at Applebee's or something, and I'd call you, and we'd chat for a few minutes, and then I'd gear back up and go back up. And what I'll tell you is I consider you a brother. And I'm honored to have met a woman with such great connection with such a wonderful family. And one of my favorite authors is Rudyard Kipling, and he had this quote that said that God can't be yet everywhere, so He made mothers. And I think that Joanne is probably the embodiment of that quote. Coming from someone who lost his mother at the age of 16, I can see a woman back there who has provided so much love and support, not just to you, but to me as well, as someone who's an adopted member of the family. And so when I toast to you right now and your success, and I know that you'll continue to have just a mad amount of it, I also toast to Joanne. So for the love of family and friends and the wonderful experiences that you have on the horizons, I am really excited to see how much ass you're going to kick in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Yeah. So before I pass this along to Dino, I'll just give a toast to Ian and his mother.
Here.
Cheers.
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 Skål.
And I just wanted to say that I think most people here know that Joe has been like a father to me pretty much my whole life. And so it's been this enormous blessing in my life just to have Joe part of it. And then Joanne came along, so I get this bonus. I don't know why she stuck it out with him, but she did. So to have these two wonderful people in my life. And then I was there in the beginning when we had little Ian up at the old house. Joe and I were talking about this today. And suddenly out of nowhere I had a brother, and I'd never had a brother before. So I'm not sure I can express now how integral this family feels to me. How much, I feel like I'm with my family when we're together. And I guess the only other thing I wanted to say was, Ian, I like this day because we get to celebrate. I mean, Ian has a number of talents. He's a smart kid. He's not a bad-looking kid. But he's also put so much work into the last 10 years. We've seen him pour himself into this. So I'd like to celebrate the fact that he's put all this work into it and it sort of culminates in today. But as Stoney was saying, it's just the beginning of what comes next. I mean, that's the fun part of it. I mean, it's a celebration of what you've done, but it's also this enormous looking forward to what's to come, and I know it's going to be brilliant because you're going to bring everything you have to it. So thanks for letting us be part of it. Cheers.
Cheers.